Hey everybody, this is Saber and welcome back to StarMade Ship Reviews. Now for those of you that aren't familiar, this is a series where I review ships, either that I grab from the StarMade website, or that people send to me to do reviews on. And then I'll check out the aesthetics, both exterior, interior, and then also the mobility, and the weapons as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and grab the first ship of the episode. That's going to be the FantomRay Mk1 Space 5, I assume it's the 5th rendition, whatever. And that's submitted by Asmos159. So that's a very... Wait, is it a... Oh, I get it. FantomRay Mk1. Okay, yeah, it's a cloaking and jamming manta ray, space ray, essentially. Okay, that's clever, very nice. And it actually looks really good for just being a cloaker too. Most cloakers don't look that great, but this one actually looks pretty good. Yeah, looks like he made the power tanks so that they connect together. Yep. So you want to make sure, if you do use power tanks, make sure they all connect, because they're only good in very large numbers. So yeah, they have to be connected, otherwise it's useless to have them. So let's go ahead and jump in this baby. Now I don't know how much I'll actually be able to do, but we'll see what it's got. Wait, Raider Jam. Oh, okay, that was alright. That's really weird. It wasn't showing up, but now I got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and I don't think it actually visually cloaks, but you'll at least be able to see if it draws power or not. And no, it does not. So this is definitely a good cloaking vessel. No weapons, but I mean it would work great for a scout. So yeah, that's that's the FantomRay. That is a very nice looking cloaker. Because yeah, usually, I think I already said it, but usually these ships are not good looking at all. Because I mean, it's going to be invisible, so why would somebody bother to make it look cool? But this looks very cool. I love doing animal builds like that, because I've got like a little falcon that I fly around in on different servers and just for fun. So it's really cool to have kind of a space rendition of an animal. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and load up the next ship. And I'm not sure, I think most of the ships today might be kind of small ones, but that's okay with me, because as you can see, I've been dealing with some larger ones recently. Okay, so the next ship is the Guardain Angel fixed again. If you're gonna upload something, please spell check it and make sure it's like the most simplified name that you've got, or if you're gonna do something where you fix it, just say like version 2. Don't do fixed again or something like that, because you know, it's just, I don't know, try and keep it semi-professional, which I know sounds weird in a video game, but you want something to sound really cool. But having a Guardain Angel fixed again, it's like, oh, that's not a very cool sounding ship. Anyway, it was uploaded by Anti-Boom. That's my rant. So let's go ahead and check it out, see if I even end up using it. Okay, Guardian Angel, it's got wings. I see. Very clever. Okay, so a asymmetric build, which I always enjoy. Got a interesting little fuel. Well, it looks like a fuel point, like you would have on a fighter jet for a refueling in midair. Let's see. Okay, so kind of a missile gunship kind of thing. Let's go ahead and find a way in. Got some turrets as well. So it's kind of just a multi-purpose build, looks like, because it's got a little bit of everything on it. No salvagers that I can see, but I mean that's fine, because it, you know, it looks more like a combat ship, and I need to find the freaking door, because I'm not seeing it. Okay, come on. Where's that door at? That's the problem with using hardened gray hull, is that the doors just blend right in. So I can never find it. Okay, it's gotta be here somewhere. No. Okay, you know what? Yep, I'm breaking in. I don't want to be lost on a tiny ship like this, because I clearly already am. I don't know how I feel about having those cockpits right next to each other, because it feels like just kind of a waste. Alright, yeah, no, sorry. I'm breaking in. I couldn't find it, so I'm busting the joint. Okay, got a little hallway. There's the core. No, it's a faction module. There's the core right there. Where were these doors at? Oh, neatly tucked away in here, of course. Alright, so let's check this baby out. Go ahead and grab the stats for myself. Yeah, I just do this so that I can actually make that little graphic that comes in at the beginning. Because before I was just doing exactly what I just did, and everybody was saying, oh, well, I can't read it or whatever, or they just didn't notice. I don't know, one or the other. But yeah, there's no... Okay, whatever. I'd like to have something centered as far as the camera goes, but hey, whatever works. So pretty nimble. But then again, I've been using giant ships lately, so kind of hard to compare that. Let's go ahead and give this a quick burst at the penetration target. Alright, looked fairly weak, I think. Maybe like 4 or 5 blocks. Yeah, exactly that. Alright, and go ahead and test it out on the shields. In case you don't know, there are 10,000 shields in these blocks, so it gives a nice baseline for testing the power of cannons. Not the most powerful guns ever. Oh, it's slowly starting to turn now. And... Nope, still not. Nope, still not. There it goes. Okay. Alright, that took a while. So let's test the missile too. We use the same one over here. Pretty small impact as well, so not a very strong ship, but I guess it'll spook some people off though. I mean, if you got missiles and guns coming at you. Oh, there's another missile too. I noticed that one. Ooh, much faster and much more powerful. That's actually a pretty nice little volley. Looks like the reload's going to be pretty slow on it though. But okay, so this was the Guardain Angel. That's right, I'm going to keep saying it Guardain because you spelled it Guardain. So I'm not fixing it for you. Alright, I'll go ahead and set this aside over here. And then grab the next ship of the day. Alright, the next ship of the day is the Untitled Odin. And this was submitted and created by Fertiheld, who has had quite a few ships featured on my channel before, because he makes some fantastic stuff. And looks like that bug is still going on, so don't judge him on the turrets that are flying everywhere. But this looks very nice. I remember when he sent me the message for this, he said this is what Vikings would fly in space, and you know what? He's absolutely right. This is exactly what Vikings would fly in space. I have a Norwegian heritage, so I would definitely fly this in space. Oh, look at that dragon head. That is fantastic. You know, Fertiheld continues to... well, I haven't seen any of his stuff lately, but everything that I've ever seen of his has always been absolutely fantastic. And coming from experience, doing boat holes is a pain in the butt, because there's just so many curves, and it curves in such different ways that it is such a pain to get right. It's got the little shield looking things on there. That's nice, because that would go on the side of a Viking ship. They always hung their shields there. These engines are amazing. Very nice build. Yeah, ignore the turrets. That's an old glitch that I presume it's been fixed by now. Most of the ships from the past few episodes have been from months ago, because I disappeared for 3 months. So let's go ahead and see if I can find a way in, and then we'll check this baby out on the inside. I'm sure there's going to be a really nice interior in there. There we go. Alright. So I hope you noticed as well that there were a lot of cannons sticking out of the side of that, right at the front. Oh, that's a nice little view. Very cool. Nice little foyer almost. Alright, so let's see. Got the core. No, that's the faction module. Where's the core? Oh, don't you be hiding the core from me, buddy. And of course, it's all the way up there. Every time, man. Every time. Oh, here's the bridge. Is the core here? No. Everybody does it, not just Fertile. Everybody. Alright, nice. So it looks like he's got a lot of... Ooh, salvagers too? Cool. A lot of different stuff in here. Definitely a multi-purpose ship. Got a long hallway. No ores, though. I guess I'll let you pass for that. Space ores. Alright, and behind the giant mystery door is a very cool core room. Looks like it's suspended by ropes because of the hanging lights. But I like the twist that he's got going on here. That's really cool. Nothing ahead, looks like. I would like to have seen a galley or something, but... Well, I guess some of the Viking boats didn't have those. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the cockpits. Oh, look at that. Feel right at home on the seas. Or in this case, space. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out these weapons. Alright, so we've got the salvagers way up front, and then some in the back as well. They may have just been disconnected, I don't know. And got some AMCs up here. And I think that's what, missiles, right? Alright, see how mobile it is. Not the quickest ship ever, but I mean, this is a mostly aesthetic build. As you can see, he does such great jobs with like the little sail or wing things, whatever you want to call those. Because even back on the the Brigadier, those little like spires in the back, or spines, whatever you want to call them, really incredible job on those. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm just not that great at. I'm more of a logic and function over form kind of build. But I suppose you guys, well, I'm actually going to be working on a fleet soon, which I will announce, I'm thinking, when I get 5,000 subs, which is only like 15 away. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing for that. But I think I'm just going to do the announcement of what my fleet will be, because I've got a really cool idea for that. So let's go ahead and try out those missiles, and there's a lot of them. See what kind of impact it makes. Oh man. That's a big boom. Okay, that ate away at 20 blocks, and it just hit the corner too. Alright, so... Oh, that's a pulsar. Oh, don't tell me that came out of the dragon's mouth. Oh, I've got to wait for it. Alright, in the meantime... By Odin's thunder. Ooh, man, those things are powerful. Very nice. Alright, let's check out this dragon's roar. That's awesome. Oh, very nice. Okay, so that is all the weapons, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the stats for myself. And call that a day. Very cool. Oh, there. Okay, there's the actual shields. I thought those were supposed to be the shields based on the color that they were, which they may be. But those are the actual shields. Very cool. This is a very neat build. And very powerful. So, there you go. Fertile showing you yet again that just because it looks good doesn't mean it has to sacrifice its strengths. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you guys in the next episode.